Hello, my friend. Today, I want to share with you a story. It is not only for your English practice, but also to inspire you to be brave when you speak. The story is called At the Coffee Shop, My First Order in English. Do you remember the first time you had to speak English in real life? It is never easy. Your hands shake. Your voice becomes small. You are afraid to make mistakes. But in the end, you realize something important. Every small step is a big victory. This story is about that first step. Let us begin. It was a sunny morning. The sky was blue. The air was fresh. A young man named Daniel woke up with a decision. He had been studying English for 1 month. He learned many new words. He practiced simple sentences. He listened to English songs, and he watched short videos. But he had never spoken English to a real person before. He always practiced alone in his room. He always spoke in front of the mirror. He always wrote in his notebook. But today, something would change. Today, he wanted to test his English in the real world. Daniel lived in a small city. There was a new coffee shop near his apartment. The sign outside said, "Coffee time." Every day, Daniel passed by this coffee shop. He saw people inside ordering coffee, laughing, speaking. He heard English words from the waiters because the coffee shop was international. The owners wanted to give the place a modern, global feeling. The waiters always spoke English first, even if the customers were local. Daniel thought, this is my chance. If I can order coffee in English, I will feel more confident. He took a deep breath and left his apartment. As he walked to the coffee shop, many thoughts ran through his mind. What if I forget the words? What if they don't understand me? What if I look stupid? He almost turned back. But then he remembered his teacher's words. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. This gave him courage. He pushed the door and entered. The smell of fresh coffee filled the air. There were soft chairs, wooden tables, and calm music in the background. A young woman behind the counter smiled and said, "Good morning. Welcome to coffee time. How can I help you?" Daniel's heart was beating fast. This was the moment. He opened his mouth and said slowly, "Hello, one coffee, please." The woman smiled. "Of course. What size would you like? Small, medium, or large?" Daniel froze. He did not expect this question. In his notebook, he only wrote the sentence, "One coffee, please." But now, the conversation was longer. He looked at the menu. The letters seemed big and small at the same time. His mind was blank. Then he remembered another phrase he had learned. He said, "Medium, please." "Great choice," the woman replied. "Do you want milk?" Daniel thought for a moment. He wanted milk, but he did not know the right phrase. Finally, he said, "Yes, milk, please." "Would you like sugar?" she asked. This time, Daniel was faster. "Yes, one sugar, please." "Perfect. Anything else?" Daniel shook his head. "No, just coffee." "That will be $3, she said. Daniel took money from his pocket and gave it to her. She smiled and said, "Thank you. Please wait. Your coffee will be ready in a minute." Daniel stepped to the side and waited. His hands were still shaking, but his heart was full of joy. He had done it. He had spoken English in the real world. He had made mistakes. Yes, his sentences were not perfect. Yes, but he was understood. He ordered his coffee. He achieved his goal. While waiting, Daniel listened carefully to other customers. One man said, "Can I have a latte with extra milk?" Another woman said, "I'd like a cappuccino, no sugar." Daniel repeated these phrases in his head. He realized that every time you listen, you learn. Every time you try, you grow. Soon, the woman called, "Medium coffee with milk and one sugar." Daniel stepped forward, took his cup, and smiled. "Thank you," he said. The woman smiled back. You're welcome. Have a nice day. Daniel walked out of the coffee shop with his coffee in his hand. The sun felt warmer. The street looked brighter. He felt taller. He felt stronger. He thought, today, I ordered coffee. Tomorrow, I will order lunch. One day, I will travel and speak freely. He realized that the journey of learning English is like drinking coffee. You start with one sip, then another. Slowly, you finish the whole cup. Step by step, you grow. Dear listener, this is not only Daniel's story. This is your story too. Maybe you are afraid to speak. Maybe you think your English is not good enough. But remember this. Every small word is progress. Every mistake is a lesson. Every conversation is a victory. Do not wait for perfect English. Start with simple English. Order your coffee. Say hello to a stranger. Ask for directions. Step by step, your English will grow. Remember, English is not only grammar. It is not only vocabulary. It is courage. It is connection. It is life. So the next time you see a coffee shop, remember Daniel. Take a deep breath, smile, and say, hello, one coffee, please. That small sentence may change your life. Thank you for listening to this story. If it inspired you, subscribe for more beginner-level stories. Together, we will learn English. Together, we will grow step by step, word by word, day by day.